Today, I actually have to mess with this window. So we use some kind of conventional material as well as like the natural building. You got the design ready that you want for the bottles. I think it's looking really good, and that should be airtight, I'm thinking. Hello. Whoa, crew, you're bathed in light. Alright y'all, welcome back to the Green Dream Project. Now if you're new around here, my wife and I, we just built our own Earthbag dome, off-grid here in the Arizona desert. This is going to be our home, this is where we're going to live. It's very exciting. Today, I actually have to mess with this window. I was thinking that this window was in a pretty good spot, but just took a look at it and, I mean, you know women, am I right? She's not happy with it. We were taking a look at it. I think what she says makes sense. I'm gonna move it back further into the dome, and then she's gonna be planning on the bottle window that goes over it. So I gotta make some adjustments to this thing. Then I'm gonna start prepping it for cob. So I got a lot of work to do. This one's a little dirty. I'll get you a cleaner one. Does this look like a nice template board to you?
It looks very nice.
Nice. Only the best template board for my lady. So I got this board. Jess is going to make a little template to help her plan on the first of the bottle windows. So while I'm working on the south window, getting that ready to go, she's gonna actually start planning what's going on top of it. Oh. What do you think, Jess? Can you work with that?
Yep.
All right.
Should be good. Thank you.
No problem. Where do you want it? I'll bring the board anywhere you want.
Maybe right here would be good.
Oh, you like this spot?
Nice.
It's a nice flat area. All right. We'll leave it right here for you.
I didn't realize how small this is.
Yeah, this one's gonna be kind of tight for you. All right, I'm gonna let the artist do her thing while I work on that south window. Let me know if you need anything.
Okay.
First off, I'm going to take this top board that's in the window, I'm going to take that out. I'm going to do some modifications to it. You know, I'm always around for help if you need it.
I know.
So the planning begins. Is this the best part, or is the building the best part?
Oh, I don't know.
Or is cleaning out all them jars going to be the best part? So one thing is that Jessica's not crazy about the knot being up front. She thinks that might get in the way. So when I alter it, I'm just going to flip it around so that the knot doesn't get in the way. So first up, I'm going to put a little angle to this board. And that should help water run off this a lot quicker. And then I'm going to put a drip edge on there. So a couple small cuts shouldn't take but a minute. So now that I've made a couple modifications to these boards, just in case we need it, water should be able to flow off here a lot easier. And then I got just a blade width for that drip edge. So this is looking real nice. Now I'm just going to go ahead and oil those parts, and then we should be good to go. You getting anywhere on your design? Feel like you got something worked out? I can see the vision now. Imagine it was a little challenging though, finding companion pieces to all the bottles, right?
We're going to be using just the ends of the bottles basically. So we need matching ends. So any bottle that I wanted to use, I had to find one the same size. I'm going to plan on 6 inches.
6 inches, that's adequate. That'll get the job done for sure. We're just talking about windows here. Alright. So, do you think this is good?
Yeah, should be good.
So we used some kind of conventional material as well as like the natural building. So we used house wrap, but then also we used the clay slip with some wood glue in there and also with the burlap. So there's several reasons why we went through this whole process. So why did we put the house wrap on?
Well, that's supposed to kind of weatherproof the area around the window.
Just kind of help seal off any of those areas. Crew dog! Camera shy. Hey, crew, you ready to do some cob? This guy says he's already ready for lunch. But it's not lunchtime, buddy. It's not lunchtime. So I spent the day yesterday kind of moving this window around, making some alterations to the wood, and doing some prep work. So today I get to start doing some transition pieces from the window to the wall. From the window to the wall. I don't know. So you get to see us do that, and then we'll be cobbing around here. So we got a lot to do today. We got to get it done. Jess is going to come out here. She's going to help me. She'll probably be applying the cob. I'll be mixing the cob. But I got to get that transition going. So you'll see me do that first. So first I'm going to fill up some water. I'm going to get it from the shed tote, which we can do now because of those rains we had recently. Probably got close to 75 gallons in here. Very nice. We're going to need it. Alright, so I'll start out here with a bucket. Already a dirty bucket, so no need to worry about that. Start adding in my water. I'm going to work from thinner to thicker. I might make about a half a bucket of this slip. Just doing everything by feel. I never really made a clay slip like this before. I got my water set. We'll just start adding in some dirt. This has got to be a lot thinner than, let's say, the cob that I usually make. Got my stirring stick. Now the kind of consistency I'm looking for here is almost kind of like paint. Right now it's looking a lot like watery chocolate milk. Well, I'm mixing this up. It could take a little bit. Let's go see what Jess is doing, because she's already out here hard at work. I'm still mixing. Yeah, I'm not holding the camera.
Okay.
So what you doing here?
I'm wetting down the cob. Usually when you're applying new cob to cob that's already dried, you want to wet the old dry cob down. That helps the new cob like adhere better, and it gives like a more even drying.
Oh. That's not something I should have done yesterday, is it?
Probably.
Oops. Okay, now send it back to me.
Alright, let's go back to Jim, who's currently mixing now and not holding the camera.
That's perfect. Alright, thanks, Jess. You're doing a heck of a job over there. Ooh. I feel like I'm getting close with this mix. This is going to be the best clay slip you've ever seen. So yeah, I can remove a lot of the aggregate out here. A bunch of the rocks, some of the sand. How you doing? Oh, they're gonna get colder. Oh, this stuff is thickening up nicely. I think it's almost ready, Jess. If you want, Jess, I'll make a big batch of this stuff, and you can have yourself a mud bath. What do you think? We'll see how you feel in the summer. All right. Last but not least in this mix, I'm going to actually add some wood glue. Actually looks kind of cool. All right, let's start mixing this up. I think it's looking pretty good. Do you need anything to mark it with, or are you good?
I'm gonna try what the lady at the fabric store did.
Oh yeah? What'd she do? Oh. That's a pretty good idea. There's a tip for you for marking the fabric. I'd say that lady sounds like she's got some experience behind her. All right, you ready with the burlap? Okay, now that we got the burlap, I'll bring my mix over and we'll get to painting. We gotta brush some on. We also gotta soak that burlap in the mix. While you're working on that, do you want me to start dipping the burlap in the mix? Because it's probably good if it kind of soaks a little bit. You gotta kind of move it around, otherwise it's not gonna get all over. I wish I had known that before I put them all in there. Today is almost perfect. It's a little windy and a little chilly. But I think for January, we're pretty lucky.
I'll count us fortunate.
Yeah, yes, count your blessings, because it could be way worse at this time of year. So the combination of the clay slip, the wood glue, and the burlap, kind of a little bit more of a natural method before applying the earthen plaster. It's really great using the burlap and the clay slip as a method of kind of transitioning from like your more natural earthen materials over to like wood or metal or anything like that, right?
Yeah, well, I don't know how it's going to do on metal, but it should work well on the wood. I think it might help to provide like a surface for any plaster work over that to be able to stick onto that.
Because the two materials might breathe a little differently. The earthen material might kind of pull away from the wood a little bit.
When any earthen plaster dries, it's going to shrink a little bit, so it'll pull away from any material that isn't the earth. So if it's butting up against like a piece of wood, then you're going to get a gap,
which will allow water or air to get in there. Crew demands your attention. Crew, what's going on? Such a good boy. Gonna go down to the bedroom? He's inspecting your bottles. It's going back in. You take care of the outside, he's got the inside. Oh, does he see you? Yeah. Come on, let's go see Mama. See, he knows your name. So let's go see Mama. He came right over to you. He knows who Mama is.
Got mud hands.
He said he didn't want no part of that. So this will probably hold off real nice until we like do the final plaster, right? You know, we could be getting rain in a couple of days. You think this will hold up?
Hope so.
I think it will. I think this is looking really good. How did it feel with the clay slip with the glue? That's the first time you ever used that, right?
Yeah.
How did it feel?
Felt like mud.
So no different.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Fair enough. You do beautiful work, ma'am.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think it's looking real good. Back here in the underground bedroom. I decided to do it down here just because nice sound. It's windy up there.
Yeah. And chilly.
Windy? Yeah, that's a really good point. Down here it's definitely a little like
It's a little more comfortable.
it's more comfortable, yeah.
And I think it's starting to dry out more.
Yeah, you know, just from having that little hatch open, it's already drying out. Probably shifting a little bit as it dries out, but it's getting there. So I think that window is looking really good. Geez, that window project took a lot longer than I thought it would. Kind of shaping the wood, moving it to the right area, then all the wrap and the burlap and stuff like that. But I think it's looking really good, and that should be airtight, I'm thinking. You know, this is the house that we have to live in. Better to take that time now and do it right, do it how you want to do it, than be unhappy with it. So not only do we got that south window in place, but you got the design ready that you want for the bottles. So your design's all ready to go. Very cool. So I think, you know, I'll probably end up kind of working on the inside of that window coming up. Then I think I'll start getting some bottle bricks made. So I'll turn all those bottles that you put set aside, turn those into bottle bricks. And then you think we can start on our first bottle window?
Yeah.
I'm very excited. Very cool. So coming up, the first bottle window. When are you ready to camp out down here?
When there's a bed in here.
Okay, fair enough. Alright, y'all, we got a lot of work to do, so stay tuned. If you have any questions on this process, leave those down below. And we'll catch you on the next video. Some very cool things coming up. Alright, later, y'all. Bye. Hey, crew. How's it going? Were you calling? Huh? Were you calling us?